Every civilization leaves a trace behind it. Sometimes it is ash, sometimes it is legends, and sometimes it is something so great that it survives time itself. Today, we will not just look at the 7 wonders of the world, we will learn how they were created and what legends exist around them. The Great Wall of China, the Empire of Fear. The Great Wall of China stretches across all of northern China. The first sections of the wall appeared as early as the 3rd century BC, when Emperor Qin Shi Huang unified China. It is not one straight line, but a branched network of defensive structures that crosses deserts, steppes, and mountain ranges. The official length of all wall lines built by different dynasties is 21,196 kilometers. This is more than half the length of the Earth's equator. If stretched into one line, it could extend from London to Beijing and back. Why build such a long and massive structure? After the expulsion of the Mongols, Yuan dynasty, the founders of the Ming dynasty sought to forever protect China from northern nomads. Instead of earthen ramparts used by previous dynasties, Ming emperors used a mixture of lime and boiled sticky rice as mortar for brickwork. It is thanks to amylopectin, starch, from rice that the wall became so strong that in many places even grass cannot grow between the bricks to this day. This made the structure practically impregnable for the cavalry of that time. The Ming dynasty period, 1368 to 1644, is considered the Golden Age. It was during this time that the wall acquired the appearance we know today: majestic stone walls with characteristic crenellated towers. The Great Wall of China is not only a grand architectural structure, but also a source of numerous myths and legends passed down through generations. The most famous include the legend of Meng Jiangnu and her tears that destroyed the wall. The husband of a young girl was taken to build the wall shortly after their wedding. When he did not return, she went in search of him, but learned that he had died from hard labor and was buried directly in the wall. From grief, Meng Jiangnu cried so bitterly that part of the wall collapsed, revealing the body of her beloved. The legend of the extra brick, Diao Huyuan. An architect named Yi Kaizhan was so skilled in mathematics that he calculated the exact number of bricks needed to build the Jiayuguan Pass, 99,999 pieces. When construction was completed, 1 extra brick remained. To avoid admitting a miscalculation, the architect declared it a magical brick, placed by the gods to strengthen the structure. They say it still lies on one of the tower's cornices. The dragon that shows the way. According to one legend, the direction and shape of the wall were indicated by a huge dragon. The builders simply followed its tracks, which it left on the ground, and that is why the wall winds so smoothly along mountain ridges, resembling the body of a mythical creature. Petra, a city carved in time. Petra is an ancient city carved directly into rock, the main symbol of Jordan and one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Petra is located in the south, in a narrow valley among desert cliffs of pink sandstone. The city was founded by the Nabateans, a nomadic Arab tribe that settled here around the 4th century BC. The Nabateans were master stonemasons. They did not build buildings in the traditional sense, but carved them into rock from top to bottom using only chisels and hammers. For the Western world, Petra was lost for centuries after the decline of trade routes and powerful earthquakes. In 1812, Swiss explorer Johann Ludwig Burckhardt to enter the guarded Bedouin area, disguised himself as a Muslim scholar named Sheikh Ibrahim, who supposedly wanted to make a sacrifice at the tomb of the prophet Aaron. Thus, the city was open to the world and preserved many legends. The treasury, Al-Khazneh, is surrounded by many stories, but the main legend that gave the structure its name is connected with an Egyptian pharaoh. Bedouins believed that while pursuing Moses and the Jews, the Egyptian pharaoh created this palace with magic to hide his wealth. They were convinced that gold was hidden in the giant stone urn crowning the facade. If you look closely at the urn, you can see numerous dents. These are bullet marks. Nomads shot at it for years, hoping the stone would crack and a rain of gold would fall on them. In reality, the urn is a monolithic piece of sandstone. Another legend says the name treasury is a metaphor. The treasure was not money, but the soul of the king. Archaeologists confirm this real version. The building was most likely a mausoleum of the Nabatean king Aretas IV. The figures on the facade symbolize guides of the soul to the afterlife. A modern legend appeared thanks to the film Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. According to the plot, the Holy Grail was kept inside Al-Khazneh. Interestingly, in 2024, a tomb was indeed found under the foundation, and inside it, a ceramic cup that surprisingly resembles the cinematic Grail. Machu Picchu, the mystery of the Incas. Machu Picchu is a city in the clouds, located at an altitude of 2,430 meters above sea level in the Andes. It is the most famous monument of the Inca civilization on a mountain ridge in Peru. It is believed the city was built around 1450 by order of the great Inca Emperor Pachacuti as an imperial residence or religious sanctuary. The Incas did not use cement or mortar. They shaped huge granite blocks so precisely that they fit together perfectly. Not even a knife blade can pass between them. This made the structures extremely resistant to earthquakes. In 1911, American historian and archaeologist Hiram Bingham discovered the city with the help of locals. The Sun Gate. According to legend, Machu Picchu is an energy center of the world. Locals believe that when the first rays of the sun pass through the Sun Gate, during the winter solstice, they open a portal between the world of humans and gods, the gold of Cusco. There were legends that the Incas took gold from Cusco here to keep it from the Spanish. Although no gold was ever found there, the city itself is called an architectural treasure. The legend of the Intihuatana stone. In the center of the city is an unusual stone pillar, the place where the sun is tied. Legend has it that the Inca priests literally tied the sun to this stone during the solstice so that it would not disappear forever and return to bring harvests. It is said that if you touch the stone with your forehead, you can get a vision of the future or healing. Chichen Itza. Astronomy and rituals. Chichen Itza is an ancient city of the Maya civilization, which is one of the new 7 wonders of the world and the most important archaeological center on the Yucatan Peninsula. It is located in Mexico, in the northern part of the Yucatan Peninsula, approximately 120 kilometers from the city of Merida and 200 kilometers from the popular resort of Cancun. The city was built by the Maya approximately from the 6th century AD, and later, in the 10th century, it came under significant influence of the Toltecs, who conquered this territory. This created a unique architectural style, Maya Toltec. The Maya were brilliant astronomers and mathematicians. The main pyramid, the Temple of Kukulkan El Castillo, is built in such a way that each of its sides has 91 steps, and together with the top platform, it totals 365, the number of days in a year. The city was never completely lost to local inhabitants, but for science, it was discovered gradually. In 1566, a Spanish bishop described the pyramid of Kukulkan in his manuscript, Report on the Affairs of Yucatan. He even drew it, but due to religious fanaticism, ordered most of the sacred Maya books to be burned, thereby destroying a huge part of their history. Real global interest arose thanks to two researchers, John Lloyd Stevens, a writer, and Frederick Catherwood, an artist. In 1841 to 1843, thanks to Catherwood's incredibly accurate drawings, the world saw for the first time the ruins, which at that time were almost completely swallowed by the jungle. This caused a real Maya mania in Europe and the USA. An American, Edward Herbert Thompson, bought the land on which Chichen Itza is located, then it was a plantation, for only $75. He spent 30 years there, studying the ruins. It was he who, using primitive diving equipment, explored the bottom of the sacred cenote, Well of Death, raising from there gold jewelry, jade artifacts, and human remains, which confirmed the legends about sacrifices. Many artifacts found by Thompson were secretly taken by him to the USA. Mexico fought in court for decades for their return, and part of the treasures was returned only recently. The return of the feathered serpent, Kukulkan. This is the main legend, which comes to life twice a year, on the days of the equinox. The Maya believed that the god Kukulkan, the feathered serpent, descends from the sky to bless the earth. Thanks to precise calculations of the Indians, the shadow from the corners of the pyramid falls on the balustrade in such a way that it creates the illusion of a giant snake crawling down to the base of the temple. They say, if the snake does not appear because of clouds, the year will be unsuccessful. The sacred cenote and the Brides of Rain. Near the pyramid, there is a deep natural well, the sacred cenote. The legend says that the rain god Chak lives there. To appease him during drought, the Maya threw the most beautiful girls into the well, decorated with gold and jewelry. Acoustic legend, the cry of the Quetzal bird. You stand in front of the pyramid of Kukulkan and clap your hands. The echo from the steps sounds exactly like the cry of the sacred Quetzal bird. The Maya believed that this is how the pyramid speaks to them, with the voice of the spirits of the jungle. The Colosseum, a machine of death. The Colosseum is a symbol of the power of the Roman Empire, the largest amphitheater of the ancient world that has survived to this day. It is located in the very center of Rome, Italy, in a lowland between the Palatine, Esquiline, and Caelian hills. Previously, there was an artificial lake on this site, which belonged to the luxurious Golden House of Emperor Nero. Construction was started by Emperor Vespasian in 72 AD and completed by his son Titus in 80 AD. They belonged to the Flavian dynasty. Therefore, the official name of the structure is the Flavian Amphitheater. It was financed from the spoils captured during the suppression of the uprising in Judea and the plundering of the Jerusalem temple. About 100,000 slaves were involved in the work. Concrete, a Roman invention, travertine, stone, and brick were used. For the first time on such a scale, a system of arches was applied, which allowed the structure to withstand colossal weight and accommodate up to 50,000 to 80,000 spectators. The Colosseum never disappeared from view, but went through periods of neglect and destruction. After the fall of the Roman Empire, it served as a quarry. It was dismantled for the construction of palaces and churches, and later as a fortress and even a saltpeter factory. In 1749, Pope Benedict XIV declared the Colosseum a sacred place, since it was believed that the first Christians died here for their faith. This stopped the looting of stone. Serious scientific excavations and strengthening of the walls began only in the 19th century by order of the Papal State and, later, the government of Italy. Over 2 millennia, the Colosseum, Flavian Amphitheater, has accumulated gloomy and mystical legends. Since this place saw thousands of deaths, most stories are connected with the afterlife. The gate to hell. In the Middle Ages, the Colosseum was considered one of the main entrances to the underworld. People believed that the souls of killed gladiators and executed criminals could not leave the arena and wander the ruins at night. They say that even now, in silence, you can hear the clanging of swords and the cries of the crowd. In the 15th to 16th centuries, the Colosseum became a refuge for sorcerers and alchemists. They came here to collect magical herbs that grew on blood and to summon demons, the legend of Christian martyrs. For a long time, it was believed that the Colosseum was a place of mass executions of early Christians who were thrown to be torn apart by lions. Because of this legend, Pope Benedict XIV, in the 18th century, declared the Colosseum a sacred place and installed crosses there, which saved the structure from further dismantling. Modern historians debate whether executions really took place here. More often this happened in the Circus Maximus, but the legend remains part of the culture. The prophecy about the end of the world. There's a famous prophecy of the English monk Bede, the Venerable, 8th century, which every Roman knows. As long as the Colosseum stands, Rome will stand. When the Colosseum falls, Rome will fall. When Rome falls, the whole world will fall. This legend turned the structure into a symbol of the stability of all humanity. Taj Mahal, architecture of love. The Taj Mahal is the most famous symbol of Indian culture and a monument of eternal love, built of white marble. It is located in India, in the city of Agra, Uttar Pradesh, on the southern bank of the Yamuna River. It was ordered to be built by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan as a mausoleum for his beloved wife, Mumtaz Mahal, who died during childbirth of their 14th child in 1631. The work lasted about 22 years, 1632 to 1653. More than 20,000 craftsmen from India, Persia, and Central Asia participated in the construction. White marble was used, which was transported on elephants from 300 kilometers away. It was inlaid with 28 types of precious and semi-precious stones: sapphires, jade, turquoise. The architects used an incredible perspective trick. When you approach the main gate, Darwaza-e-Rauza, the Taj Mahal seems huge and fills the entire space, but as you begin to walk toward it, it visually decreases. Locals say that this is how Mumtaz Mahal runs away from those who want to disturb her peace. Unlike many other wonders of the world, the Taj Mahal was never lost. It always remained a functioning site, but during British colonial rule, 19th century, it fell into decline. The territory became overgrown, and precious stones were often stolen from the facades. At the end of the 19th century, Lord Curzon, the Viceroy of India, initiated a large-scale restoration of the structure and gardens, which restored the monument to its original splendor. The legend of the Black Taj Mahal. This is the most popular legend, according to which Emperor Shah Jahan planned to build for himself an identical mausoleum but made of black marble. On the opposite bank of the Yamuna River, both structures were to be connected by a silver bridge. Why was it not built? They say that the emperor's son, Aurangzeb, considered this idea too wasteful. He overthrew his father and imprisoned him in the Agra fort, from where Shah Jahan could only look at the white Taj Mahal of his beloved from afar. Archaeologists found black stones in that place, but it turned out that it was simply white marble, darkened by time, optical magic of the facade. Although this is rather an architectural fact, legends give it magic. They say that the Taj Mahal changes color like a woman changes her mood. In the morning it is pink, during the day, dazzling white, and at night, under the full moon, golden. People believed that this is the spirit of Mumtaz Mahal communicating with the world, the legend of the comforting shadow. There is a belief that the architects calculated the construction so that the shadow of the Taj Mahal never falls on the Yamuna River. They say that the shadow of the mausoleum is a symbol of earthly sorrow, while the white structure itself is a symbol of heavenly purity. Therefore, earthly sorrow should not touch the sacred waters of the river. Christ the Redeemer, a symbol of faith. The statue is located in Brazil on the top of Mount Corcovado, 710 meters above sea level, in Tijuca National Park, directly within the city of Rio de Janeiro. The idea to build the statue of Christ the Redeemer, Cristo Redentor, on the top of Mount Corcovado did not arise by chance. There were several important reasons for this. After World War I, the Catholic Church in Brazil, which was then the largest Catholic country in the world, felt that society was becoming too secular and losing faith. The statue was meant to become a visual reminder of God, visible from any corner of the city. It was a way to return Rio under the protection of Christ. In 1921, Brazil was preparing to celebrate the 100th anniversary of its independence, which fell in 1922. A group of activists called the Catholic Circle proposed building a grand monument that would become a symbol of national unity and faith. Construction lasted 9 years, 1922 to 1931. Legends and interesting facts. Protector from lightning. Since the statue stands at the highest point, it is struck by 3 to 6 lightning bolts every year. There is a legend that Christ takes the blow upon himself, protecting the city. In the Catholic diocese, they even keep a zapas of soapstone from the same quarry for quick repairs of fingers or the head after storms. The heart of the statue, few people know that inside the stone chest of Christ a small heart is carved. This is the only interior detail that cannot be seen from the outside. The shape of the cross. From afar, the figure resembles a huge cross, but up close it becomes clear that it is a gesture of embrace. The legend says that Christ embraces everyone who comes to the city, regardless of faith. Time capsule. In the foundation of the statue, lists of people who donated money for its construction in the 1920s are sealed. Write in the comments which of the legends about the 7 wonders of the world you already knew, and which one seems more plausible to you, and subscribe here. Interesting.